You're watching World Insight. Welcome back to the last part in today's program. It's been almost 3 weeks since that huge and devastating earthquake in Haiti. A situation there still draws all the world headlines. Today we focus on a special group of survivors, the orphans. Hungry and exhausted, scared and alone, they're amongst the most vulnerable of all the victims there on the Caribbean island. But while well-intentioned foreigners are eager to adopt them, there are also growing concerns over whether the speedy airlift of Haiti's children is in fact the best solution.
A Port-au-Prince orphanage, January 12, 2010. Even before the earthquake, about 380,000 Haitian children had neither homes nor parents. Now there will be tens of thousands more. The children who survived the quake are lucky. But with no food, no water, no shelter, they may die of something else. Patient number 236 cries in pain. Alongside are many little stretchers. At the Israeli Field Hospital in Port-au-Prince, the children have their numbers rather than names. No one knows who pulled them from the debris and brought them here. The kids are recovering, but the doctors remain worried.
When we finish treating them, it's a problem because they go out to the wilderness.
The quake turned one of the poorest countries into a full-fledged humanitarian emergency. International institutions are trying to figure out what to do with the children who have recently lost their families. But it's difficult without help from the government.
We look at our counterparts in the justice ministry. Justice has collapsed. We would have been working with social affairs actors. Those government actors don't exist. So much of the infrastructure that we would have had at our fingertips and holding hands with us and us in support of them are not there.
Haiti's children are touching the hearts of many. Their plight triggered a rush of inquiries about adoption from around the world. And many countries have expedited adoption procedures. A week ago Thursday, 106 Haitian children flew into the Netherlands. Similar scenes in France a day later with 31 orphans. The French First Lady, Carla Bruni-Sarkozy, welcomed them in a symbolic show of support from the French government. In the U.S., with hugs and tears, 7 Haitian orphans were into the arms of their new parents 5 days after the quake. Some had been waiting for 4 years. The quake cut the legal red tape.
I wrote an email to the lady at the embassy. I said, please, if we don't get him now, we will never get him.
The plight of orphans seems so easy to resolve. But UNICEF warned countries not to step up adoptions from Haiti in the immediate wake of the quake.
Concerning those orphaned after the earthquake, it is too early at this stage to be talking about adoptions. We have to wait to ensure the situation of these children. Have they really lost their parents? Do they not have any other family members who are interested in welcoming them, or possibly a Haitian family that would like to take care of them?
Foreign adoption serves only as a last resort. And that message is echoed by Zhang Xulan, a Chinese expert on child protection.
Children can become re-traumatized by a relocation soon after the disaster. Foreign adoption cuts off the psychological, social, and cultural links with the children's motherland. All these help a child recover and become mentally healthy and strong. The current situation means the chances of a child being mistakenly identified as an orphan are incredibly high.
The warning from UNICEF is not alarmist. With buildings destroyed and growing chaos in the capital, many children are living alone on the streets.
We don't have anything to sleep on. If we find something to put on the floor, we put it down to get to sleep under the sky. One of the problems is that sometimes when they give us something, some others fight for it, and we cannot get it.
UNICEF has documented around 15 cases of children disappearing from hospitals and orphanages after the quake. But if children wandering the streets are being swept up by child smugglers, there is no record. UNICEF advisor Jean-Luc Legrand says the problem with the trade of children in Haiti that existed already beforehand. Unfortunately, many of these trade networks have links with the international adoption market.
The situation was similar to the aftermath of the tsunami in Asia in 2004. Trafficking networks were springing into action immediately after the disaster, and the Indonesian government soon prevented all children under the age of 16 from leaving the country. Now again in Haiti, child traffickers are taking advantage of the weakness of local authorities and relief coordination to kidnap the children and get them out of the country.
The most important thing is saving the children, not having them. Amid all the pessimism, there's at least one story to cheer about.
Just when I thought none of these orphans would ever find a home, a man walked in with this photo asking if anyone had seen her. It turns out she's the girl I was feeding earlier.
We're very happy. We had to see the girl for 3 days, no family around, and we thought she's an orphan. And now the map has came. It's
awesome. She's been looking for her daughter for the past couple of days, and everywhere she's been, she hasn't been able to get in because there's been so many injured people. However, this morning the dad decided to stop by here with her picture, and they decided to just let him in to see if she's in. So that's how they end up finding her.
A happy ending. And it's hoped there will be more. Everything has been tough enough for the children in Haiti. For the ones who've come out of the rubble, we need to keep them out of chaos.
Now here's an update on that. The government in Haiti hasn't completely turned off the adoption tap, but it has put the brakes on the large-scale migration of children destined for new families in the United States. Personal items that can identify people have been buried in the ruins, and DNA testing for parents and their children will obviously take time. No one wants to add more injuries to the ones they've already sustained, even with those good intentions. And no one surely wants to make mistakes with these children's lives. With that, we come to the end of this program. We've been looking at 3 very different stories in our program this week, and of course we want to hear your comments and suggestions on that. Do send us an email to worldinsight@cctv.com. I'm James Chow, from me and the team here in Beijing. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again at the same time next week for your insight on World Insight. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. From Europe to the Americas, from Africa to the Asia Pacific. Each weekend from Beijing, we'll take you on a journey that looks back at the 7 days gone by. We'll tell you what, who, and why. I'm James Chow. Join me for a new insight on World Insight.